Good evening, my name's Jason Debley. Tonight's whiskey review is a blended Scotch. Recent release by Diageo, the owners of the Johnnie Walker brand. In 2016 they launched the Johnnie Walker Blender's Batch Red Rye Finish. And it's only appeared on liquor store shelves where I live just recently, like in the last 6 to 8 months. It's 40% alcohol by volume. It's a twist-off cap, not cork. In the product line, this lies in between Johnnie Walker Red and Johnnie Walker Black. It's priced in Canada about $50, whereas Red Label's about $28. And if you're in the US, it's dramatically cheaper. What can I tell you about this whiskey? It is a blended Scotch, and the grain whiskies are apparently, there's only 3 grain whiskies. The single malt comes from Cardhu, and they also have used some whiskies coming from Port Dundas, which is no longer functioning. What is interesting and possibly innovative about this blended Scotch is that they take blended Scotch whiskey, this whiskey, and then they age it, as we know, and first fill ex-bourbon casks. Nothing special about that. But what's interesting is they then finish it in ex-rye casks. And that is something you don't see in the blended Scotch world, where you take the spirit and then finish it or do some further aging in casks that used to hold rye for apparently up to 6 months. So it's probably first fill rye casks. On the nose, this whiskey displays apples. It's aromatic. There's a real floral sweetness. It's pleasant. Cinnamon. It's not bad. Nice little nose on it. I haven't added any water. I have experimented water, and I don't think it's recommended. On the palate, Honeycrisp apple, caramel, a bit salted, apple crisp, creme brulee. There's a citric note to it, a little bit of grapefruit, and then that apple comes back. Some good oak. On the finish, you're left with oak, vanilla. You know you're drinking a blended Scotch, but it's pleasant. It's very apple, orange, grapefruit. And I guess you're tasting that rye on the finish. It's pleasant. I'm surprised. I was not expecting much, but I'm really quite impressed with this little blended Scotch. I really actually made my way through this bottle pretty quick, and not tonight, but I have been working away at it. And I come back to it pretty easy. It would make a devil of a good cocktail. I'm thinking like a Sidecar, a Manhattan, or Rob Roy. But you know, I kind of like this neat. So it's launched in 2016. What Diageo often do, they launch a whiskey which they call experimental and see how the marketplace likes it. If the marketplace likes it, sometimes it becomes a permanent fixture. That was the case with Johnnie Walker Double Black. And I wouldn't be surprised if Blender's Batch Red Rye Finish becomes a permanent fixture in the Johnnie Walker stable. Thanks for tuning in. Next time, we're going to do maybe a cognac review. Deleuze. Take care.